It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs coming up next.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Carr now on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Still going. And some room to work. He's still on his feet. A solid stiff arm. Still fighting. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
To throw is Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Nicole Hardman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not the kind of gain that we're going absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. Just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Gore is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
They'll try and run it with Gore. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Carr looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Again, it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Yeah. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
From the 29, Mahomes flushed out right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran now a nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Mahomes will try again on second down. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Two minutes to play in the first half of an 8-3 game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And the Raiders have got him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll try and run it with Gore. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On first down, Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Now Carr. The quick slant caught. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? From the gun, it's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right. right, Coach. Thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Chandler Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here we go. It's Gore. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball's moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run with Gore out of the shotgun. And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Chiefs are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive, they really increased their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
They do give 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another carry now for Gore. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again they run, again it's Gore. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Back to the workhorse today, it's Gore. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run it with Gore. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gore.
103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it with Gore. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Carr now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On play action, it's Carr. Past the 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for Vegas.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Bryan Edwards there to make the grab. And the Raiders get a score closer. Carr will look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So they couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not